Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to Day 7 of What's on Tap podcast, Advent Calendar Bonanza.
Xmas.
Yes, Xmas Bonanza. And today we have another beer, which you've chosen.
Yes.
And what do we have?
And so I made the mistake of unwrapping it before you hit record, so we already know what it is.
We do. I was trying to tease the audience of what it was, but you've pulled the the curtain back.
There's no paper to unwrap. They will hear that I messed it up. So you brought a can of Apex Brewing Nachzehrer DIPA, and it's called Nachzehrer because it is a collaboration between Swedish Apex and the Berlin brewery Fuerst Wiacek.
I know, and we love some Fuerst Wiacek. They do really good stuff.
And it is 8% ABV, alcohol by... Now I became French almost. I have a little tidbit about Fuerst Wiacek. So at this year's Great Swedish Beer Festival, there were mostly Swedish breweries, but there was one booth that was Berlin Beer Week.
Right, thanks to Helio Vigny.
Yes. And Fuerst Wiacek were standing in that booth.
Yeah.
Serving Fuerst Wiacek beers. And I came up there with 2 glasses, and each pour cost 1 token. And I asked, could I get half pours for 1 token? 2 half pours for 1 token? And they looked at me and said, yes, you can get that. And they poured to the absolute brim of both glasses.
Just like 2 half pours, just like, we got you, fam. And they just tapped it off.
And now maybe I'm outing them, and maybe Great Swedish Beer Festival will be angry. But I got 2 full pours, and then they only stamped 1.
Nice.
But it made me very happy because they also winked at me when they did it. So it was like, maybe they recognized me. Maybe it was one of those things.
Yeah. Or maybe you're the first person to ask for that, and they're like, right, we'll give you half pours, but really, we're gonna hook you up.
It smells like a sweet IPA.
Yeah. So Apex gets a lot of praise and a lot of criticism because it's like they have one beer and they just keep rebrewing the same thing but slightly altering the hops or whatever.
It is the same base beer.
Yeah, but they do a pretty good job. If you go back and you look at their overall ratings, for that one same IPA base beer, they're cranking out 1 million variations and they're kind of winning almost every time.
Yep.
I haven't seen a single Apex beer come out that was like a 2 overall.
Slammed. No.
Everything always is, say, 3.5 or higher, usually. I haven't really done my research on that, so don't quote me, but it seems to be like people really enjoy the Apex brand. It's not so dissimilar from, say, a Treehouse or a Monkish, which also do kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
They only brew IPAs, and they brew 100 different variants of the same IPA, basically. So it's nice to see a local brewery kind of beating the majors at their own game.
Exactly. To be fair, a lot of Apex beers do get close to a 4. They are between 3.5 and 4. Many of them approach 4. And then if like 1 or 2 are sprinkled at 4 to 5 for me. That's my Apex.
And I think that the reason why things like Treehouse and Monkish and I can't think of the third one. Other half, right, get more higher ratings is because they came out earlier when the concept of New England IPAs and hazy IPAs weren't as much of a thing. And now they carry a lot through brand recognition. I know
they
that
they are better than Apex.
I would say Treehouse is definitely better. Monkish, I don't know that they're really that much better anymore.
And they've put out some.
And Other Half also kind of is in the same ballpark. I mean, I don't think that they are really killing it the way that they used to. And so I feel like Apex is really playing in that ballpark.
I get what you mean.
What do you think?
It's not bad. It definitely isn't. It's like a strong 375. Mm-hmm. It's one of those beers that, it tastes like a sweeter IPA. Mm-hmm. 8% is probably where I would put it. I'm almost at the point where I can blind taste Apex DIPAs. Yeah. But I keep buying them, don't get me wrong.
Because they're good.
Yeah, they consistently hit that 375 or 4 spot, where a lot of other Swedish IPAs don't. They go closer to 3.5, which is more disappointing.
I would say they're the only Swedish brewery that is consistently cranking out really good New England IPAs.
Apart from Frosty Beard Brewery.
Well, I mean, Frosty Beard isn't a national.
It's not brewery. Really nationally, but it's commercial.
Okay, fine. I mean, but you can't. I love Frosty Beard. I love Frosty Beard. And if we could have a Frosty Beard, you know what? We should talk to Marcus if we can get a Frosty Beard for your last beer of the year. That'd be amazing. But no, I love Frosty Beard. So Marcus, a good friend of ours, been on the show many times, does amazing, great beers. I don't want to slight him in any way whatsoever, but he's also not brewing at the Systembolaget national beer level or even Systembolaget regional beer level.
This is true.
So I'm just saying, like, there's no other brewery that's producing this quality of IPAs or double IPAs on a consistent level through the whole country.
No, it's true.
And even within, I would say, Scandinavia, I can't really think of anyone else doing this level of quality because there's quite a few Danish breweries that are producing IPAs, but they are okay to upper okay at best. Sure, they have one or two that hit it out of the park, but for the most part, they're not that great.
No.
I think Apex gets a lot of shit because they do variation on the theme, but I would be willing to bet that if you had everything that comes out of Monkish, everything comes out of Other Half, everything that comes out of Treehouse, you'd be like, all right, this is just kind of more of the same.
It's possible. But this one gets a stronger 375, weak 4. It's just below 4.
I'm gonna give it a 375 as well. Yeah. Having made all of those proclamations there, I still think it's a really good beer. I look forward to all Apex beers. I always usually enjoy them. I don't think I've really given too many less than a 375. No. But they are consistently good, and they're consistently turning out solid double IPAs.
Exactly.
It's good. Yeah, I thought we've never reviewed them on the show before. We should definitely have an Apex beer in the calendar, and I'm super glad we have this.
They always have fun animals on their can art. This is a dog smoking a cigarette. And it says, "Am I evil? No, I'm not."
Exactly.
Sure.
It's a German Shepherd because, it's a German collab.
Berlin, yeah. But Berlin has a bear, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's a German collab.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's good. It's especially fun with this when it's a collab. And Fuerst Wiacek is a good brewery.
Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty sure we reviewed them on the show in the past. I don't think we've done it this year, but in the past couple of years, I want to say we've had their beers. And I really, really enjoy what they do as well. But because this is an Apex beer, we assumed that it was all Apex hands on the can. So, good job, guys. I can't wait to try more of your beers. And I don't think you've had a check-in for this, so I felt like this was a good one.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh!
I had it.
I'll be honest with you. I went through and I looked, and there were 5 beers you had to check in for. I thought this was one of them you didn't have a check in. It must be really, really, really recent. No.
August.
So, okay.
Ramen to Biro.
All right, so they had it on kegs in the early fall, and now they had it in cans.
But that's not a problem. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I'm not. I don't care. All right, and so until next time.
Keep drinking, you dum-dum.